So I'm now joined by Tim, who wrote Balloon Animals. What inspired you to write that?
I think the initial inspiration came from just trying to think of something that was fun, something that was just a bit of a fun ride for people to watch, something that felt like just kind of this flash, like, what just happened? And then, of course, the more we thought about it, we thought, you know, what would be really interesting is to maybe do it with women in the cast and sort of spin the genre on its head, because there are countless movies of men as robbers and men as sort of the action heroes, but we wanted to do something that, like I said, spun the genre on its head, showing women being badass for a change in a bit of a positive way, but just give somebody more like this sort of slice of life, like this sort of movie that you felt like, you know, what just happened? Something that makes you feel like you've just been punched and by somebody who's just run away, you know?
It's very hard hitting from the get-go. I mean, you really go in literally all guns blazing from the get-go. So what do you think are the motivations for women to do this? Is, you know, there's a difference really between why a group of women would go off and stage this heist as opposed to men. What do you think the differences are?
Well, I think the attraction to this, in terms of the actresses that we were so blessed to have, is they said that there just aren't parts like this for women out there, and just to be able to get the chance to play like this sort of badass crook that doesn't need like a male to save them or be a sex object. I mean, we literally had actors going, "Oh, I would jump at the chance to play a part like this." And I think that as far as how it relates to the real world, I mean, there are female criminals out there, but their stories aren't told. And the idea was just to show that, you know, look, female criminals can be just as ruthless and savage and crafty as their male counterparts. So let's just give the audience a little slice of life and show them what's up.
There's a lot of information that you managed to cram into 11 minutes, and what's quite interesting is that as you're watching the film, you're peeling back layers, you're finding out a little bit more about the characters. Now, do you think there is scope here to reveal a little bit more about why they did this and who these girls are in a feature film?
Definitely, there is a story in the works, but the beauty about a short film is that you sort of just give them the tip of the iceberg. You tease them. You want the film to kind of feel like something you kind of drive by on the highway and go, "Ooh, what was that? What was that?" Just give them just enough to suggest, yeah, there's more to this story. But yeah, there definitely is. There certainly is room for these characters to develop, maybe see how this whole heist came to be, how their relationships first developed. So there definitely is room, but I also like the fact that in this short, you don't know these things, but they're hinted at, they're suggested, and I think in many ways that's a lot more fun for the audience.
I actually have been completely perplexed by the very last scene where she's cackling away. She's been absolute tears. She's seeing her lover basically dying. I've just completely given it away. So I'm not going to do any more spoilers, but at the very end she gives quite a nasty cackle. She's been in tears. What's that about?
Well, it is definitely open to audience interpretation, but I mean, what we were going for is essentially showing this character completely unraveling. I mean, without giving too much away, things don't go to plan, and there are quite a lot of negative consequences, and by the time we get to the end, it's pretty much this character being by herself with the consequences of everything just completely going to hell, and what you're seeing is essentially somebody just unravel at the seams. The cackle itself was a bit of a nod to the kind of play on the clowns, balloon animals, a bit of Joker influence in there, but it's basically somebody becoming unhinged and losing their marbles.
That is absolutely fascinating. Well, thank you so much for chatting to us, and I really look forward to seeing how it all develops.
Right. Thank you for your time.
Fuck you!
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.